Imagine this. You wake up, reach for your phone, and dive straight into the world of social media. As you scroll through Instagram, TikTok, or X, you're bombarded with perfectly curated lives, friends on exotic vacations, colleagues celebrating promotions, influencers with flawless selfies. Each post feels like a tiny jab at your self-esteem. By the time you set your phone down, a quiet unease settles in, and a question lingers. Who am I really beyond these likes and follows? But what if I told you the problem isn't you? What if it's the digital world we've built? A world that pushes us to wear masks and hide our true selves. In this journey, we're going to uncover why social media can spark an identity crisis and, more importantly, how you can reclaim your authentic self. If you're tired of feeling lost in the digital noise, stick around, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join our community of truth seekers as we explore how to live authentically in a world of filters and facades. Let's start with what we mean by identity. Your identity is the core of who you are, your values, passions, and unique quirks, shaped by your experiences and relationships. In the past, identity was rooted in real-world connections, your family, your community, your role as a teacher, parent, or friend. But today, social media has become a stage where we perform versions of ourselves, often far removed from reality. This is where Carl Jung's concept of the persona comes in. Jung, the Swiss psychologist who revolutionized our understanding of the self, described the persona as the social mask we wear to fit in. On social media, our personas are digital avatars, carefully curated through filtered photos, witty captions, and strategic posts. We show the world what we think it wants to see: the perfect vacation, the dream job, the ideal life. But here's the catch. The more we invest in this digital persona, the further we drift from our true selves. Have you ever posted a photo and obsessed over how many likes it got? Or felt a pang of anxiety when your post didn't get the reaction you hoped for? That's the persona taking over. French philosopher Jean Baudrillard called this hyper-reality, where the simulation, your online profile, feels more real than your actual life. We chase likes and followers, prioritizing virtual validation over genuine experiences. It's like we're living in a hall of mirrors where every reflection distorts who we really are. And here's where it gets deeper. Jung also spoke of the shadow, the hidden parts of our personality, the emotions and impulses we suppress. In the digital world, the shadow shows up in unexpected ways. The anonymity of the internet can bring out behaviors we'd never display in person. Cyberbullying, trolling, or snarky comments. Even more subtly, the constant exposure to others' highlight reels can stir up envy, inadequacy, or resentment, feelings we push down, only for them to bubble up as anxiety or self-doubt. Think about it. Have you ever scrolled through someone's perfect feed and felt a twinge of jealousy? That's your shadow speaking. Instead of confronting these emotions, we often bury them, letting them fester. This disconnection from our shadow can leave us feeling fragmented, like pieces of a puzzle that don't quite fit together. The mental health toll is real. A 2018 study from the University of Pennsylvania found that cutting social media use to 30 minutes a day significantly reduced loneliness and depression. Another report from the American Psychological Association notes that teens spending over 3 hours daily on social media face higher risks of anxiety and poor body image. The numbers are staggering. Up to 95% of young people aged 13 to 17 use social media, with nearly 2/3 on it every day, according to the U.S. Surgeon General's advisory. Excessive use has been linked to disrupted sleep, lower self-esteem, and even physical symptoms like headaches and muscle tension. But how did we end up here? Let's step back for some historical context. Before social media, identity was more stable, anchored in face-to-face interactions and tangible roles. The rise of platforms like Facebook in 2004 and Instagram in 2010 changed everything. Suddenly, our sense of self became tied to a global, often anonymous audience. Algorithms keep us hooked, feeding us content that reinforces our biases or triggers our insecurities. It's no wonder our identities feel fragmented, scattered across platforms that demand different versions of us. Professional on LinkedIn, carefree on Instagram, opinionated on X. And here's what no one tells you. This fragmentation isn't your fault. It's built into the system. Social media platforms are designed to maximize engagement, not authenticity. They thrive on keeping us scrolling, comparing, and performing. But there's hope. You can navigate this digital landscape without losing yourself. So how do we reclaim our true selves? Jung's answer lies in individuation, the process of integrating all parts of your personality, persona, shadow, and all to become whole. In the digital age, this means aligning your online presence with your authentic self and confronting the emotions you've pushed aside. Here are some practical steps to get started. Digital detox. Take regular breaks from social media. Even a weekend offline can help you reconnect with the real world. Apps like Freedom or Stay Focused can limit your screen time. Mindfulness. Be present in the moment. When you're online, notice how you feel. Are you scrolling out of habit or seeking validation? Apps like Headspace can guide you in practicing mindfulness. Authentic expression. Share your real thoughts and experiences, not just the polished highlights. Post about your struggles or small victories. It fosters genuine connections. Set boundaries. Decide when and how long you'll use social media. Use your phone's screen time tracker to stay accountable. Self-reflection. Journal about what matters to you. Ask yourself, what do I value? What kind of life do I want to live? This helps ground you in your true identity. Offline passions. Rediscover hobbies that don't involve screens, painting, hiking, cooking. These activities remind you of who you are beyond the digital world. Brené Brown, a leading voice on vulnerability, reminds us that authenticity is a practice. She says, authenticity is a collection of choices that we have to make every day. By choosing to be real online, you build connections based on truth, not pretense. Similarly, psychologist Sherry Turkle, who studies technology's impact on identity, warns that our devices can make us feel alone together. Her work encourages us to prioritize real-world relationships over digital ones. Consider Sarah, a 28-year-old teacher who felt trapped by her Instagram persona. She spent hours crafting posts to appear confident and successful, but privately struggled with self-doubt. One day, she took a month-long social media break. At first, she felt disconnected, but soon she rediscovered her love for reading and gardening. When she returned to Instagram, she shared unfiltered moments, like a messy desk or a failed recipe. To her surprise, her followers responded with support, and she felt more connected than ever. Or take Mark, a college student overwhelmed by comparison on X. He started setting specific times to check his feeds and practiced journaling to process his feelings. Over time, his anxiety lessened, and he felt more confident in his own path. These stories show that small changes can make a big difference. You don't have to abandon social media, just use it in a way that serves you, not the other way around. In the end, the crisis of identity in the digital age isn't a personal failing, it's a symptom of a system that prioritizes performance over authenticity, but you have the power to change that. By embracing your true self, shadows and all, you can navigate the digital world with integrity. As Socrates said, know thyself. In today's hyper-connected world, this ancient wisdom is a call to action. Steve Jobs echoed this when he said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." Don't let social media define you. Instead, define yourself through your values, actions, and real-world connections. If this message has struck a chord, don't just scroll past. Subscribe to our channel for more insights on living authentically in a digital world. Join our community of individuals committed to being their true selves. Together, we can rewrite the rules of the digital age. As Carl Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Let's make that our mission.